at that place right now. You're at that place. I'm hearing divine love. Some of you guys are choosing yourself, and that's why you're aligning with your counterpart. You're both choosing yourself, and that's why you're unlocking it together. Because that's what happens. You unlock it for yourself, and you unlock it, yeah. Divine intervention, dude. This is a rebirth. We're all about to come out the other side, a different version, all right? I've already been a butterfly. I became a butterfly like a year or something out ago, but who knows what I'm becoming now? This is a new world. We don't have to base any of the shit that we're experiencing on things that have happened in the past. We get to just move forward in faith, trusting that it's going to take us where we need to go. All right? I'm really glad that you guys are here. I hope that you can feel the powerful energy. I am exhausted. I've been dealing with, I see into other dimensions. I basically have these really intense experiences every couple months or weeks, depending, and it's kind of like being on acid. All right? It's not always fun. And I see into all kinds of realms, not just the happy ones. So that's what I'm going through right now. That's why I haven't been going live as much. And also I've been moving, and this place isn't as ideal for lives because there's windows everywhere, so everything's backlit. But oh my God, the Empress is still on the bottom with the King of Cups again, with the fucking Three of Cups again. Are you serious? The Temperance underneath that. You guys are about to reunite with your soul family. When you go all in on your dreams and your dream life and what your soul signed up for. Okay, because some of us are like, this isn't actually my dream life. Spirit keeps telling me that I'm supposed to lead millions of people. I'm just gonna be honest about that. I don't consciously want that. That's actually not, I know some of you guys understand what I mean. I never wanted to be a leader. Like, the way that I was raised made me feel like I wasn't good enough to be a leader. Yeah, I feel super emotional. It wasn't exactly what I wanted, and I'm doing it anyway because I know it's what the collective needs, and I know that ultimately, like Harry Potter, it's the reluctant leaders that make the best leaders because they don't have a power-hungry soul. They just want to help people. And I'm crying. Some of these tears are yours. Like, we're purging. This is a collective purge. I'm here to transmute energy. Some of you are too. But what I'm telling you is that once you stop fighting this process, you're going to see that it's unfolding to your benefit, okay? You're going to start unlocking people that you've been wishing and dreaming for your whole life. The people that understand you, that don't look at you like a fucking alien, okay? And maybe some of you are looking at me like an alien. That's okay. I am an alien, let's be honest. But a lot of you are too. And what I mean by that is that we were seeds planted here to change the way that this particular planet does what it does. We're not meant to think like other people. A lot of us are neurodivergent, autistic on the spectrum. That's why a lot of us are being born as different embodiments of humanity. You know, a lot of you guys could be non-binary or transgender or just push the norm in some way. It's because we're creating a new paradigm. We can't do that by looking and acting the same as everyone else, can we? You could be extremely emotional like me. It's a gift, okay? And vulnerability is a strength as well. That's part of what the new paradigm we're creating is. We're here to show people how it's done. It's not easy. But a lot of you are empaths and you feel other people's emotions, like me. I'm Clairsentient Empath, so I feel it whether or not we're in the same room. You're here to help heal this world, okay? You're here to be a beacon of light and a steward of this planet, the people, the animals, everything. You're here to wear your angel's wings. Some of them are invisible, some of them are visible, because some of the energies we're working with are our angels. But a lot of us are doing this work, we're physical bodies, you know, we don't have angel wings, but we can feel them. Some of you guys are feeling them grow in. I used to think that sounded crazy, but everything about this is crazy. Let's be honest. This is Ascension. This is creating a new reality. Nothing about this reality is fucking normal. Even the reality that we've created that we all think is normal now, when you zoom out, you're just like, what the fuck is this? This is a crazy period of time to be alive, okay? Don't fight it. You're part of this transformation. And even if you think a lot of things I'm saying sound crazy now, there's a version of you on the other side that's like thirsty for this. Some of you guys are ready to hear it now. Some of you guys haven't had your awakenings yet, but you are here for some reason. It's because A, I'm activating you and having your awakenings, and B, you're gonna remember this. And other people are going to remember what you say. If you're the kind of person like me who's already out there talking about this, they might think you're crazy now, but later when they start having their awakening, they're going to be like, oh, that's what they were talking about. Yeah. My sister, I have a feeling, is going to be having hers soon. I keep having visions of it. And she thought I was, you know, eccentric. And don't get me wrong, I am. All the best people are, let's be honest. But anyway, King of Cups, again, you guys are seriously, you're empathic, you're healers. You're here to create a solid, stable foundation within you so that no matter what is happening outside of you, you're always grounded, rooted in your center. The waves could be knocking your boat over, and you're going to find a way to find peace and balance, okay? Speaking of balance, I forgot that we had the temperance on the bottom. All right, angelic protection, balance, healing. The Hermit wanted to come out too. So I feel like right now is a time of reflection, all right? I know ever since I moved into this newer Airbnb, I've been kind of laid out. You know, like I said, my dad did pass away a week and a half ago. I mean, it's so fresh. There's so much going on with the eclipses, and part of me feels like I want to fight it. Like I should be doing this, I should be doing that. I know a lot of you guys get in this same mentality. Give yourself a minute to pause and rest. This is a powerful period of time, okay? Don't take yourself for granted, and don't let other people bully you into treating yourself poorly. If your body is telling you to rest, if you're feeling emotional and raw, that's okay, and that's part of the process. Allow yourself time to purge, okay? It's a slow-moving process, but it's a death rebirth. It's a slow-moving process, but all the seeds you're planting are taking root, okay? Every single one. Don't leave one unplanted. Don't throw seeds on the ground without planting them. You know, throw them away. I mean, don't throw them away. Plant them slowly, intentionally. Right now it's all about intention, about going inward, about reflecting. Aw, that's so cute. I've never seen that before. Thank you. You guys are working so hard. All right, a lot of you guys don't even realize how hard you're working because a lot of this work is in the astral. I talked about it the other day. I channeled a message yesterday about this after dreaming about traveling around with other light workers and basically reviving people, lost souls who were on the verge of suicide and who were, self-destructing on drugs and alcohol. That was the whole dream. And it wasn't a dream, by the way. That was real. That's called astral projection. And a lot of us do it without even realizing it. I've been doing it since I was a little kid, and I didn't know that that's what it was. I knew that I was a very intense dreamer. I had lucid dreams. I could control my dreams. I had prophetic dreams even, like stupid shit. Like I ate half a piece of pepperoni in my dream, and the next day, I was a vegetarian at the time, so the next day I ate half a piece of pepperoni before I realized that it was on the pizza I was eating. And so you're probably way more gifted than you realize, all right? You're working so fucking hard for this. Your soul is like, dude, your soul is working hard to wake you up. Some of you guys are already awake, but you're still resisting. Yeah, look at this. This is exactly what's happening right now. It's like enticed back to the old paradigm. For me, it would be drinking, spending time with people who don't appreciate me just to fill the space, okay? Because I live a pretty solitary life right now. Not for long, I'm being told. But I've been celibate for 3 years, haven't even kissed anybody in almost 3.5 years, you know? The point is that I could easily go back to old patterns and just to have people, have friends, have something. Nah, fuck that shit. I'm here for the awakening, all right? I'm all in on my awakening. I'm all in on helping others awaken now that I've awakened. It's a continuous unfolding, by the way. So we're still awakening. Even if we've had our awakening, there's multiple layers, like an onion. We can choose to go back to this past version of us, this maybe self-destructive, toxic, drinking, doing drugs, making bad choices. You know what I mean? Staying in old jobs, people, relationships that don't serve us. Or we could choose to go this way, where we leave it all behind. I'm getting goosebumps and chills. Where we allow ourselves to be reborn as the most vibrant, beautiful, powerful, successful, happy version of ourselves. And some of us have never experienced true happiness. Some of us have never experienced true love. And I don't even mean in romance. I mean unconditional love from a human. And I feel like I can say that, unfortunately. And maybe the one person that loved me was my grandpa. I knew him for a very short time. So I do get to count that. But I'm 40, I'll be 41 in a couple months. It's a hard thing to make it this far and not feel like you've been loved. All right? This isn't just my emotion either, this is yours. So I get it, why we want to go backward. But when we go backward, it's like we say no to this. And this is the second time we got the sun. I've only pulled from 2 decks. This is the happiest card in the deck, which means we got them in each deck. That's not a coincidence, dude. This is what we're working toward. This is what we're fighting for. Everything we surrender is leading us closer to this. And you know what this is? Like I said, unconditional love. And our purpose Some of you guys don't know what it feels like to have a purpose that makes you feel fulfilled. Okay, and it's not about money. That's not what makes you feel fulfilled. Trust me. And I quit a lucrative business to do this for free. And there have been times where, you know, there was no money and it was like really fucking scary. And I could have gone back to doing Airbnb management and consultation to create some kind of forced version of happiness. But the truth is, it didn't make me happy. This makes me happy. I get to be of service now for something that matters to me. That's why we go through the awakening first. Some of us have been going through this for a long time. I've been going through it for almost 10 years. I had my first spiritual awakening when I was 17, actually. My first ego death at 15 when I was homeless. And then my spiritual awakening when I quit doing drugs. I quit everything. Started listening to Enya, shaved my head, completely reinvented myself at 17. That was 20-something years ago. And the second one happened about 10 years ago, and then during the pandemic. There are multiple layers. You see this, like, it looks like a flower. It's like each petal represents a piece of you that you're shedding. Oh, dude, this energy is so fucking powerful. Thank you for being here with me. I really feel you guys today. It's funny because it took forever for people to get on. I was like, okay, maybe I'm just doing this live by myself. But then I feel like now that you're here, it just feels really powerful. So thank you. Wow. Speaking of power, the fucking Wheel of Fortune and the Hierophant. I'm hearing radical transformation. Okay, I'm hearing from rags to riches. Some of you guys, if you're immediately throwing that away, that's because you're throwing yourself away. If you're saying that could never happen to me, dude, if Elon Musk can have hundreds of billions of dollars, you can have whatever you want. Whatever you want. Anything. If you've seen someone else do it, especially someone you don't respect, you can fucking do it, doing something you do respect. All right, Taylor Swift is the first billionaire musician, and she's a woman, and she's like 30. I love it. I don't even really listen to her music, but I love it. If she can do it, you can do it. It's time for us to start giving ourselves permission to be guided all the way up to this happily ever after. Up here, that's where this lives. Okay, that's the ascension process. This is the divine. This is God. This is listening to your ancestors and angels. This is listening to your inner guidance. This is channeling messages, dreams, you know, being of service, being in your full-time purpose as a human. You are unlocking it for everyone, I'm hearing. You're not just unlocking it for you. Do you see how I used examples just now? Those people unlocked it for everyone. When they reach for high fruit and they get it, we see the example and we know that it's possible for us too. The first person that landed on the moon, you know what I mean? It just gave, it was like little kids all over the world were like, I want to do that. Your potential and purpose unlocks it for the entire world. Wow, I feel, it's time to let go of the past. It's time to let go of the grief. It's time to shed and purge and heal. Yeah. It's been a tough road for a lot of us. It's been like one thing after another for a lot of us. Some of us have never had a moment of peace. Some of us have been in survival mode our entire fucking lives. Even now, because let's be honest, the healing process is not easy, all right? It's still a version of survival mode because you're shedding these layers of yourself. You're being reborn. It's one of the scariest, most intense experiences I've ever had. And it just goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. But that's because there's so many layers and some of us are meant to be very powerful. Not everybody's gonna have an intense experience like this that goes on and on and on forever. Some of us are meant to shed so many fucking layers because we're here to be big, okay? Really big. It's time for us to start giving ourselves permission to get big, to understand that we're not here to play small. Some of you guys are meant to lead millions of people. Some of you guys are meant to be billionaires, okay? Can you make space for that reality in your heart right now? Can you make space for that reality in your mind? And if you can't, even if it's not what you want, I don't want, like I said, any of this. It's not like a childhood dream of mine. But it's what my soul signed up for. And I'm brave enough to say, all right, fuck it. Let's go. Let's fucking go. The High Priestess. Because I know I'm guided. Whoa. I know I'm guided. And so are you. Okay, and you guys were guided here. I pray every single time I do a live, I pray that the right people that need it show up. Every time I post a video, I do the same thing. If you come across, especially if this is the first time you're seeing me, it's because you are being guided back to some version of yourself. We're activating each other right now through this video. I'm activating you, things inside of you. And when you get on, if you share content like this, and you might be guided to soon if you're not already, it's because you're meant to activate people too. You're powerful and important. And this is the end of an era. It's an end of an era, not just in your own lives, but in the collective, dude. We're ending a cycle. We're ending a lot of cycles. And I don't know all the details. I'm not an astrologer, but I know that we had some kind of planetary shift that hasn't happened since the Civil War in the United States, like 160 years ago or something. This is a powerful time of revolution, of change. All right, I heard winds of change. Don't resist the process. And if you're being guided to quit a job, start a business, start a relationship, move across the country or to another country, or go all in on yourself in some way, do it. Do it. You're robbing everyone of whatever special magic you have if you don't do it, all right? I know it's hard. Okay? And if you want to work with me, I added a VIP package that only 2 people in an entire year are going to have access to. And it's basically, I'm going to be there to guide you, okay? Through pretty much every step of the way for 3 full months, twice a week, sessions, plus phone calls, plus unlimited email. Only 2 people in an entire year, so it's going to be someone special. And it's going to be somebody that's ready to invest in their healing. All right, I have other packages available as well. You can check out my website, sacredmuseproject.com. The 2 of Swords just came out again with the fucking Empress and the 3 of Pentacles and the Hierophant and the Fool again. Wow, the Tower again and the 9 of Cups and the World. Wow. All right, y'all. This period of time is no joke, okay? We're creating a new world. We're creating a new fucking world. This is a new reality. Some of you guys are like hearing songs in your head. You're meant to compose or write songs. Are you channeling them? I channel music. I'm a musician. I'm a handpan player. I sing, play guitar, djembe, just drums basically, and sing. You're meant to put yourself out there. You're meant to share your magic, whatever it is. Some of you guys are good at a lot of different things. Okay, I can relate. I have a lot of different gifts. That's why I call myself Sacred Muse Project, because I'm not meant to be one thing. I'm a muse. I'm an artist. I'm an artist muse. I started modeling nude for artists when I was like 19. I'm a literal muse too. You know what I mean? It's time to just start sharing your magic. It's time to start asking for what you need too. I just posted about this morning. This is a wish fulfillment card. You guys are unlocking your wishes, but only when you decide that you're ready and worthy. You're worthy. You've always been worthy, I'm hearing. You've always been worthy. But some of you guys finally believe it now. And you're walking away from the things that don't serve you. This is what a lot of us are going through right now, all right? Deaths, destruction, old lives just dissolving, crumbling, old versions of ourselves dissolving, crumbling. Walking away from things consciously too. Sometimes it's a decision we make because we know it's for the best. That's what's going to lead us to our Fool era. In my opinion, the Fool is one of the best cards in the deck. It just makes me feel happy. It makes me feel light. It makes me feel free, hopeful. Doesn't it make you feel hopeful? And she's about to step off this cliff without a net, but she knows that God's going to catch her. Okay? You're caught. You're already caught. The outcome has already been decided. You signed up to change the world. All right? You're not going to go anywhere until that happens. God's not going to let you just fall off the cliff and die. Okay? You're special. You came here with a purpose and you're important. I just saw E.T. Oh my gosh. If you guys haven't seen that movie, I know it's like way old now, but that's my point. If you haven't seen that movie, I hadn't seen it in years. I cried so hard. It was like somebody channeled that movie to talk about as extraterrestrial and like beings that are just driven by love. That's you. That's me. That's this whole collective of star seeds that incarnated on this earth to change the world. We're guided by something higher, okay? Love. You can call it God, you can call it love, you can call it whatever you want. It's fucking beautiful, okay? And that movie could have been a really weird movie that nobody liked. Somebody channeled that and then took the time to do it right. So if you're channeling ideas, take the time to do it right. Do it justice, I'm hearing. You're going to be collaborating with some people to help others conquer their fears, okay? Some of you guys are going to start creating content. You're going to create classes, maybe even online schools or physical schools of transformation and healing. I don't know why this is coming through with these 3 cards, but it's like it couldn't be more obvious to me. You're going to be collaborating to create something to unlock people, to help them face the boogeyman, the darkness, their trauma, okay? And I understand. I experienced so much trauma. I took a 6-week workshop learning about the effects of trauma on the mind and body. It's super intense. It's not a fake thing. It's real. We're going to help them break free and choose the path that's right for them. Some of you guys are channeling that into existence right now. All right, the Empress, again. Y'all are so fucking powerful. You're so beautiful. And you're here to unlock magic for the collective. You're here to